Hello, today I'd like to make this manly looking masculine card for the man in your life, or just because. I hope your day is as wonderful as you. At the moment I'm doing cards for heroes at our library and need to come up with some male cards. So I know there's a lot of females in the military too, and there's a lot of males too, so I need to come up with some more manly cards, masculine cards. So we're going to make this one today. I used the Regals in colors of the 6x6 designer series paper. So it's just 2018-19 in catalog. It's $11 and it's 6x6 paper stack of all the colors of the Regals. I think you might get like 48 sheets in there or something. I don't remember how many, but it's all the Regal colors. And then you will need inks. You will need, I used Old Olive, Soft Suede, Poppy Parade, and a black Stays On. Actually, probably, yeah, I'll use the black Stays On. Yeah, because I used the other one, right. Okay, yep, because I'm doing the watercolor. You'll need some tape, and you need this to take off your Stays On cleaner off your stamps. And I used the Best Catch stamp set. So we used the fish, and I used the little basket for the tools and the tackle and stuff, and the hat. So I tried to use that and cut it out, but I don't have the die cuts, and I kept cutting off the lower part of it, so I gave up on that part. Unless I break down and buy the dies, I'm not doing that. So I already have new ones stamped. I just haven't colored them yet. So I stamped them with the Stays On black ink, and we're going to watercolor those. So I'll put my Stays On out of the way. The sentiment I used was from Golden Afternoon, and it is hope your day is as wonderful as you. Right, so you will need also, let's see. Okay, so we need the fish. I'll put my card up. Where did I do the card? Good night. I swear I'm losing my mind. Okay, you'll need 4 1-inch. I'm using 1-inch strips. This one I used 3/4 inch, and I like it. But this was the one I cut first, so I'm going to use them. I'm not going to cut them down because I still have plenty of room for my sentiment and everything. So you need like front and back of one design. So this is the same. So 2 inches. And then front and back of another design. So that's those. And you will need a card base. I had one, don't know what I did with it. Alright, so here's another. Okay, I'll use this one. This is Thick Whisper White, and it is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to burnish that with our bone folder because it's really, really thick paper. This has some marks on it, but we'll cover those up. So your card base, your paper, your little fish basket hat. I used a 2 1/4 inch circle punch for the white, Whisper White circle. Then I used a 2-inch circle for the Old Olive. And what I did was on the other one, I took my sponge dauber and just went around the edge. I don't know why, but my punch is like fraying the edges of my cardstock here. So I'm just going around the edge to make it look good with I don't know how you can, I've tried sharpening it with foil. I've heard that you can sharpen them with foil, but it's like ripping right there on my paper. So anyways, that's for that. Okay, so you will need some snips to cut out your items if you don't have the dies, which I don't. You'll need I use it as a painter. Remember, I take all my things and empty them out. But I do have another aqua painter here. You'll need an old olive Stampin' Right marker, and I did go over the little circles and stuff on the fish. So that was what I used that for. And I think that's about it. If I think of anything else, we'll get going on that. So what I did for these was, let's just get started. That's backwards. Pop my thing open. And the way I like to color is I take just a small block and I'll take some color and I'll dab it on there. And that's more than enough. I don't know if I actually have an aqua painter in here. Yeah, he's got no water in it. Alright, so I'll use the one that I've got here. Tighten it up. And I'll squeeze a little bit of water out. Get a drop. There we go. Oh, I've got a lot of glitter in this one. Oh, maybe I can't use this one. Booka, booka, booka. Let's see if I have another. There's too much glitter in that one. Oh, sorry, folks. Clean it off. Wipe it all off. There we go. There's some glitter left. Yay. This is a clear one. Oh, this one will be good. Alright, except I've already got glitter on that. So let's wipe it off. Turn it over and we'll use it again. The mess of my paper just started, and you've got to look at this for the whole video. Right, so we did the other side, so I'm not contaminating it with glitter. Right, so get some Poppy Parade and some water. I'm going to drip some on there. There we go. I don't want it too thick. And we're just going to do his belly a little bit red right there. Right, I'm going to get a paper towel. I should have done that to begin with. Alright. Alright, and wipe off your things. Alright, so that's it for the red. Now let's see. For the brown, I think I do the green first. So take the old olive and get some on your block as well. I don't mind a lot of the green, but there's plenty. And then just color your fishy in places. You don't have to color it everywhere. Do a little bit on his fins. Right. You don't have to be precise. I don't know how, but these fish just seem to come out fine watercoloring. And then I'm going to take some of the soft suede on here. Funny story, it is so juicy. I've over inked it. I was trying to fill up my ink pads. Don't do what I do, do as I say. And I was using early espresso and soft suede, and this one was all dry. And I went and I got the wrong ink. I inked it with early espresso, so I had to rinse it all under the sink and get rid of it. So I had to re-ink it, and now it's really juicy. So I'm going to damp it a lot and see if I can get rid of some of the juice. So now I took some of the soft suede and I'm going over my fish and just getting a little bit of brown in him. So he's good like that. Then I'm going to color in the darker part of my basket. Don't matter if you go out the lines, you're going to cut it all off. That's a good thing about it. And then get it a little bit lighter and color in the basket weave part. And then just go over that part. You can make it a little bit darker. Yeah, it's not dark enough. And if you want to use watercolor paper, it's actually better to use your watercolor paper than the regular thick white, which I'm just using regular thick white. And I'm going to do my hat with the dregs of what's left over so he's not too dark. Just do one little dark strip. Or two. Yeah. There we go. Now, clean off your painter. And then you take those and you cut them all out. So, take your little snips and just cut around. There's no rhyme or reason. Just leave a little tiny little bit of white around the edge. And just keep going. And through the magic of television, here we go. I have my fish, I have my basket, and I have my hat. And I'm sorry, but I can't stand looking at that, so we're putting a different one down. Oh my gosh, I can't stand looking at the mess. Right, so now we're just going to put our card together. After I pick up my hat that I just dropped, there we go. So easy to make this card. It's a really, really lovely, easy one to make. But remember, all you need are, your colors. Oh, and what I did here. After it dried, it's still kind of damp. Take your marker and just dot over the little dots are on here already. Because trout, I believe this is a trout, have all these little green spots all over them. And then you can go over the edge a little bit and do some little dots in all these little darkened areas. Go over all your little places that have the little dots on them, just to make them look real. So like this one, right? After they're dried, it's better to do it when they're dry. So to start off, what we're going to do is I'm going to put it sideways. So I will take, where's my tape here? Take my tape and I'm going to put a row of tape there. And about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, this edge, and level with the top. And then we'll take, we'll do the polka dot on this one. Same thing here. I'm going to level up the top and leave like just a tiny gap in between both. And then we're going to turn it this way. And I'm going to just put a line across there. Level it up to the edge, leaving about 1/4 of an inch here. And then here too. Now, tape on there. And we will leave a little tiny gap there. Then all I did was I turned it over, took my scissors and snipped that off. And snipped that off. So that is our base. And then I put like the circle there, and the fish, and the hat. And I'll put my sentiment up there. The sentiment I chose again was, hope your day is as wonderful as you. So let's do that. Get a block. And my olive green, I'm going to do an olive. And I'm going to put it in the center. There we go. Clean that off. Now take some dimensionals for your fish and your basket and your hat. But these I'm just going to layer on here. I actually think I like the 3/4 inch best. You might want to, it's up to you. You might like the 1 inch best. I think it's too thick. But yeah, either way. And then put some tape on the back of this one too. I'm not going to put dimensionals on it. Now I will put dimensionals on the fish. So let's take some of these. And I don't know if I can fit them on there. No, I need to cut a piece off. Oh, I can use this. Cut that little piece off there. Yeah. Not quite as thick. There. We'll take off our covers. And we'll stick our fishy on there. Same with the hat and the basket. So this set is available in the Occasions catalog, the 2019 Occasions catalog. So was it? Oh my. You know what? Am I wrong? Oh, the hoppy was in here, right? Okay. Yes, it is in there. Oh, I was beginning to wonder there if it was in the celebrations, but it's not. It's in the Occasions catalog. Whew, so good. And we're going to put our basket there. There we go. So there's a quick and easy card just with some Designer Series paper and a little fish, a little, tiny little bit of watercoloring that is really easy. No matter what you do, they come out. You color it however you like. Look up pictures of trout like I did and just sort of go with the colors. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and there was my other card base, just found it. All the measurements and supplies that you need will be on my blog. And I hope you go have a look. And if you like, try it with the... Yeah, I really like the 3/4 inch. It gives more of a color, but I'd center that. Yeah. Really pretty, easy card for a masculine card anyway. And they are so hard to come up with ideas for, because I love flowers and butterflies and girly things, so it's hard for me to do masculine, but I think this one will work. So you have a great evening, and thank you for watching, and I'll be uploading another one soon. Click subscribe, and if you visit my blog, enter your email and subscribe there, and it will give you notifications when I upload new blog posts or sale items or any information I upload to my blog. It will give you a notice. So thank you for watching. You have a great evening. Good night.